Ever felt like the room was spinning, but your life was standing still? You're not alone. Nearly 1 in 3 people who struggle with anxiety experience dizziness as one of their scariest symptoms. And the worst part? Most doctors either brush it off or treat it like it's all in your head. But you know something's not right. You're tired of feeling like your body is betraying you and you're just trying to get through the day. You wake up nervous, already on edge. Grocery store lights feel too bright, walking across a room makes your knees wobble, and the fear of losing control haunts your every move. It's not just uncomfortable, it's exhausting. Your well-being, your mental health, even your quality of life, it all starts to slip. And every time you feel that dizzy spell creeping in, your body tenses up, your thoughts spiral, and bam, you're stuck in the same loop again. But what if that loop could be broken? Not with another quick fix or pill that leaves you more frustrated, but with a real understanding of how anxiety hijacks your nervous system and what you can actually do about it. From natural grounding techniques to mindfulness, preventive health habits, and a totally new approach to emotional balance, this could change the game for you. So if you're ready to stop spinning, mentally and physically, you're in the right place. By the end of this, you'll discover exactly how to break free from the cycle of anxiety and dizziness for good. Most people don't realize that anxiety isn't just in your head, it literally rewires your nervous system. When someone feels dizzy out of nowhere, it's often their body screaming what their mind is trying to ignore. Think about it, ever had a big presentation and felt like the room was spinning? That's not random, it's your fight or flight system kicking in. Your body stores stress like a vault, and when it overflows, dizziness is just one of the alarms. That's why folks who seem totally fine on the outside can still feel off balance or disconnected. You don't always know you're anxious, but your nervous system sure does. It's like your body's running on a different software in the background, draining your battery while you think everything's okay. This hidden anxiety chips away at your well-being, affecting your sleep, your focus, and your overall quality of life. And if you've ever Googled "why am I dizzy" late at night, yeah, you're not alone. Here's the kicker, dizziness from anxiety isn't fake. It's your brain misinterpreting danger where there is none. The inner ear, blood pressure, and visual cues all go haywire when your sympathetic nervous system is in overdrive. That's why some folks feel like they're walking on a boat or can't focus in crowded places. It's a glitch between perception and reality, and the fix doesn't come from meds alone, but from rewiring how you respond to stress. One of the best ways to start healing? Awareness. Recognizing the link between anxiety and physical symptoms is like finding the missing piece to the puzzle. It's step 1 toward building a more mindful, grounded life that supports your mental health, boosts your immunity, and keeps your nervous system in check. Because once you understand what your body's really trying to tell you, you'll never ignore the signals again. And that's when the real shift begins, because next, we'll dive into the fear loop that secretly keeps you stuck. Here's the wild part, sometimes, what keeps you dizzy is the fear of getting dizzy again. It's a vicious loop, you feel it once, panic about it happening again, and boom, your brain locks into high alert. This creates a cycle where your body is constantly scanning for danger that isn't really there. And guess what? That constant alert mode tanks your well-being, drains your energy, and messes with your sense of balance. When your brain thinks dizziness equals danger, it overreacts every time you stand up too fast or walk into a store. That's not weakness, it's a defense mechanism gone rogue. You can be the most confident person and still get hijacked by this mental loop. But here's what most people don't realize, this fear response can be retrained. And the secret isn't to push through, it's to teach your brain that dizziness isn't the enemy. A powerful technique? Expose yourself slowly to the sensations without reacting with fear. For example, if spinning in a chair makes you panic, try it gently for 5 seconds while breathing deeply, then stop and ground yourself. Over time, your brain stops sounding the alarm. Think of it like teaching a puppy not to bark at the mailman. It takes patience, repetition, and lots of rewards. This builds emotional resilience, boosts mental health, and restores your sense of control. Breaking the fear loop also means shifting how you talk to yourself. Instead of "what if it happens again," try "even if it happens, I can handle it." That small change rewires your thoughts and lowers stress, which directly impacts your health, immunity, and sleep quality. The more you face the fear instead of running from it, the less power it holds. And as you quiet that inner panic, you'll learn a tool that's surprisingly simple, but life-changing. Here's something powerful. Your breath is like a remote control for your nervous system. When anxiety spikes and dizziness hits, most people don't realize they're breathing fast and shallow, which keeps the panic alive. But with the right breathing techniques, you can flip the switch from chaos to calm in seconds. That's real medicine for your mental health, and it's always in your pocket. Breathing right boosts your immunity, improves sleep, and supports a balanced, healthy lifestyle. Start with this. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale through your mouth for 6. This 4-4-6 pattern isn't some trendy hack, it's grounded in neuroscience. It signals safety to your brain, telling your body, hey, we're good here. Do it for just 3 minutes and you'll feel a shift. Your heart rate slows, your head clears, your body softens. This is mindfulness in motion, and it's the antidote to the chaos loop. Try stacking this habit into your daily life. Breathe deeply while waiting for coffee to brew, during traffic, or right before bed. Make it automatic, like brushing your teeth, but for your nervous system. And if you pair it with grounding exercises like gently tapping your feet or placing your hand on your chest, the results are even stronger. These small, consistent acts of self-care become your personal defense against stress and dizziness. Think of breathing as your emergency brake. It won't erase every symptom instantly, but it slows the spiral. With practice, you'll stop fearing the dizziness and start managing it like a pro. And as your nervous system learns to chill, your overall health, especially your cardiovascular function and emotional balance, gets a serious upgrade. But there's one more step to really anchor this healing. Here's the deal: when dizziness becomes part of your daily life, your body starts to feel like a trap instead of a home. You move less, avoid certain places, and your confidence takes a nosedive. That fear of losing control messes with your health, not just mentally but physically too. And when your muscles weaken and your balance is off, your body becomes even more reactive to anxiety. That's why rebuilding trust in your body is non-negotiable for true healing. Start simple. Gentle movement like slow walking, stretching, or yoga does wonders. It retrains your brain to feel safe while moving, and helps recalibrate your inner ear and nervous system. Even 5 minutes a day can improve your posture, reduce muscle tension, and boost your immunity. Think of this as physical mindfulness, a way to reconnect your mind and body while lowering stress and supporting long-term health. Balance exercises are your next move. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth, or do heel-to-toe walks down your hallway. These small challenges build coordination and stimulate the vestibular system, the part that controls balance. Over time, you'll notice you're not just physically stronger, but emotionally steadier too. It's like you're rewiring yourself to feel safe, stable, and grounded, no matter what life throws at you. Reclaiming your physical confidence also supports other areas: better sleep, improved cardiovascular health, and even healthier choices around food and exercise. When you move with purpose, you naturally lean toward a more active lifestyle. And as your body begins to trust itself again, the fear starts fading. But the real game changer? Creating a grounding routine that locks in this progress, day after day. Healing from anxiety and dizziness isn't about one big breakthrough, it's about the small things you repeat every single day. Your nervous system thrives on consistency, and when your body knows what to expect, it finally feels safe enough to let go. That's the power of a grounding routine. It helps regulate your mind and body so symptoms don't come back stronger. It's like building emotional and physical armor through simple, repeatable acts of self-care. Start with a morning ritual that centers you. Maybe it's 5 minutes of deep breathing, journaling what you're grateful for, or drinking a warm herbal tea in silence. The key is intentionality. These practices reduce cortisol, boost emotional resilience, and improve your immunity. Over time, they become your daily defense against stress, and a foundation for long-term well-being and mental clarity. Incorporate movement, mindfulness, and moments of joy throughout your day. A 10-minute walk in the sun supports cardiovascular health and balances your circadian rhythm. Mindful eating keeps your blood sugar stable and your gut-brain connection strong. And taking breaks to laugh, stretch, or just be present, yeah, that's medicine too. Each moment you root yourself in the present is one step away from the cycle of dizziness and anxiety. And don't forget your evening wind down. Gentle stretches, magnesium-rich snacks like bananas or almonds, and screen-free time signal your brain it's safe to rest. This daily rhythm doesn't just help you sleep better, it transforms your nervous system, improves emotional balance, and reinforces your power over anxiety. And if you're wondering what the bigger picture looks like when all these habits click into place, well, let's wrap this up and connect the dots for good. Think back to how this all started, feeling dizzy, helpless, and trapped in a cycle you didn't choose. But now, you've got tools. You've got knowledge. You understand how your mind and body are connected, and you know it's not just in your head. You've learned how to calm your nervous system, retrain your brain, rebuild your confidence, and create a life that supports your mental health, emotional balance, and long-term well-being. Now, the big question is, what will you do with all this? Are you gonna let this be another video you watch and forget? Or are you gonna take the first step toward real change? Start small. Practice one breathing technique today. Add one mindfulness habit to your morning. Begin that grounding routine. Whatever it is, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Because healing isn't a switch, it's a process. But you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, from awareness, and from a place of power. The next time dizziness shows up, you'll meet it with strategy, not fear. And that, my friend, changes everything. So if you're serious about breaking this cycle for good and living a life of health, balance, and freedom, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Sa inscriva agora para neo perder dicas que podem transformar sua saúde para sempre.